are going to capitalize on it as we welcome you all to the 23-24 school year in Hinsdale School. My name is Brooklyn Patrick, and I am honored to be serving as a host for this morning's opening convocation. I have had the pleasure of getting to know most of you over my school career, and I want to take this moment to thank all of our teachers, coaches, counselors, support staff, administrators, paraprofessionals, administrative assistants, food service, custodians, and facility staff for inspiring my confidence and ability to stand and speak before you today. Thank you. To kick us off, I am pleased to introduce grade 2 student Vasiliki Diamatis, who will be leading us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I would ask that all who are physically able to please stand and to remain standing after the pledge for the singing of our school. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our goal this morning is to celebrate our return to school with a mix of inspiration and gratitude through stories and thoughts shared by me and some of our peers. And we decided to allow a few adults to speak. We also wanted to provide a different look for you this year and bring our message into the community. So we are happy to be assembled in Town Hall for the first time. A special thank you to Town Administrator Captain Lynch and the Board of Selectmen for sharing the space with us today. Leading us off with the high school keynote today is a classmate of mine, and I would like to welcome to the podium fellow senior Julia Hammond. Tomorrow, the realization that I'm finally a senior will truly set in. I was born in Hinsdale and have attended school here for the past 13 years and am now heading into my years, one thing I have learned from all my unique experiences with various educators is just how deeply, yet differently, teachers care for our students. Whether those experiences entail being strict, staying after hours to give students extra assistance, keeping snacks and candy behind your desk, giving advice, being willing to protect us, enabling your classroom to become a safe space, and even just encouraging us to keep learning and having casual conversations with us, there's no bond quite like that with a teacher and their students. You're basically our parents when we're not at home, yet sometimes we'll still try to hide if we see you in public. As individuals, everyone will have a different educational experience. I remember how my love for art was so heavily influenced by those drawn white story papers Miss Fitzgerald would give to us each day in kindergarten. I remember how Miss Lawrence, my second grade teacher, noticed something was wrong when I was constantly squinting at the smartboard from the back of the class when my eyesight first began to deteriorate. I remember the happy days we would write for our peers and to teach us the aspects of friendship and appreciation for others in fourth grade with Mrs. Singh. I appreciate each teacher for tying our shoes for us when we needed it, for stepping out of the classroom to privately check on us when we needed it even more. When you're a teacher, you have so many different roles to fill. You're an educator, but also a nurse. You're a friend, but you're also a coach. You're a cheerleader, but you're also a therapist. And as a student, it can be disheartening to witness another student disrespect a teacher who just wants the best for them and their educational career. Teachers not only teach students book material and how to solve problems, but they also teach us respect and love for not only others, but for ourselves as well. I really want to thank my teachers for being so understanding and supportive and continuing to challenge my classmates and I along the way. Thank you to Mrs. Robinson for being such a caring person and teacher and connecting with our English honors classes that I will never miss. To Mr. Bickford and his classes that helped me write the resume that assisted me in getting a job, thank you. I also want to thank Mrs. Simon for being an amazing teacher and supporter and for giving me her mini Spanish dictionary that her high school Spanish teacher had once given her. Lastly, I want to thank Mr. Forsyth for always being considerate of the students' needs and constantly giving us a good laugh. I'm so appreciative of all the work we as teachers put into each day to build our future success as students and soon-to-be adults making their way through the world. I still have 180 days left to go to Hinsdale student, but I'm still so grateful for the things I've been able to experience and be a part of it over the last decade, and I'm excited to see what new aspects the final year will bring. You are the reason why Hinsdale is so special. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Each year we have some new staff members join us, and this year is not unlike any other. Among the group of our newest members is our new interim superintendent, Mr. David Ryan. And at this time, I would like to welcome him to the podium to share with you a new staff recognition program.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Good morning. We're Human, a worldwide organization dedicated to leveraging the power of human connection to build resilient, high-performing teams. Believes that through employee appreciation, workers recognizing each other make the workplace feel more inclusive and human. In fact, recognition is one of the most important factors in driving workplace engagement, productivity, connection, and employee retention. So in that spirit, and because we believe that connection and belonging is at the core of everything that we do with and for our students, we have established 2 staff recognition programs that will annually bestow awards to selected employees in the Hinsdale School District. I will be sharing our first program with you now, and Karen Thompson will share the second with you a little further into our program. This marks the first time that the Hinsdale School District recognizes the service and commitment of one outstanding individual through the Richard T. McCarthy Service Award. This inaugural award is to be presented annually in the opening convocation to a Hinsdale School District employee who has served students, colleagues, community with the distinction that exemplifies only the highest standards of education and service. The award recipient shall be selected through an open nomination process and voted upon by members of the SA Management Leadership Team. Richard T. McCarthy served students in his capacity as an educator for 39 years, 30 of which were directly in service to our Hinsdale students. Serving as the principal of Hinsdale High School for 18 years, followed by 12 years as the assistant superintendent for the Monadnock Regional School District, Mr. McCarthy was deeply devoted to improving the lives of the people who lived around him. His 39 years of service to children as a teacher, administrator, coach, and state athletic association member, combined with his work on the New Hampshire State Prison Parole Board, most notably as its chairman for 5 years, and as an executive board member of the New England Association of Schools and Colleges from 1976 to 1982, clearly illustrates his dedication to others, and most notably symbolizes the significance of this recognition and the honor that it brings to its recipient. I am so pleased that Ms. Ann McCarthy, Dick's wife, has joined us today to share in this very special event, and I'm very grateful for her assistance in ensuring our words were the right ones to honor her late husband. Mr. McCarthy, would you stand for a moment so we can be recognized? For this inaugural award, in the absence of a nomination process for the first year, the leadership team looked at the past several years and gathered information on district staff members who rose to this level of distinction. Given that exercise, I am very proud to present this very first Richard T. McCarthy Service Award to Hinsdale Elementary Principal Joe Bogier. Now, it should be noted that while Mr. Boggio submitted nominations, he was not present when we decided to choose him. He had no idea. And this was not an inside job by any stretch of the imagination. This is the first time we learned of his name being called, so I'm very happy that we were able to do this for you today. We had 2 identical plaques made, one hanging in each of the schools. So each year, a new nameplate will be added to it, so everyone will be well represented for us on the campus. So, Mr. Boggio, congratulations. Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. Thank you for being here. We truly appreciate it on establishing this team.
Thank you, Dr. Ryan, and congratulations, Mr. Bogier. Our next keynote speaker is a rising fifth grader and ready to share her thoughts with you today. Would you please help me welcome Kylie Glover.
Teacher. Google says a teacher is a person who teaches or instructs. I don't agree with that. They are much, much more. When I moved here in the middle of 3rd grade from Cutler Elementary School, I was shy and nervous between Mrs. Wisman and Mr. Boggio. They made me feel comfortable. It was hard being the new kid. Mrs. Wisman is always there when I'm struggling with an assignment. Mrs. Wisman always tells us fun stories to make us laugh when we are having a bad day. Mrs. Wisman was always there to talk when I was having emotional trouble. It always helped having her to talk to. She also helped through all the girls' yard and helped me understand that. I had Miss Mahoney was my drama instructor. She gave me the chance to be Mama Bird and Sweet. I really was nervous at first, but she worked with me to help me do that. Miss Cole always made me feel like my heart was good, even when I didn't think I did all that great. Mr. Maine, the girls always run with me and always encouraged me to keep going. I know I haven't been at Hinsdale Elementary School for a long time, but all of the teachers have made me feel like I belong. I am looking forward to spending my last year at Hinsdale Elementary School before moving on to middle school. I will miss all the teachers, but want to think of making my transition easy and hoping they succeed. And I want to wish everyone well.
Thank you for your thoughtful sentiments, Kylie. I'm happy to share that another recognition program is being started this year. I'm here to share it with you and present this award as Director of Personalized Learning and Smart Classroom.
Good morning. I'd like to share a few facts about giraffes. Did you know that the length of a giraffe's neck, because of the length of a giraffe's neck, it can only move its head down for 25 seconds or less. Therefore, a giraffe is constantly holding its head up high and looking forward. Did you know that small birds that need protection in the darkness of the night take up residence in the armpits of giraffes? They tuck themselves in, and the giraffes welcome them and protect them from harm. Did you know that a giraffe's neck is the strongest part of their body? They use their neck as a defense tool when in battle. They use it to protect their young, and they use it to assist their newborns when they are learning to walk. Giraffes are considered awe-inspiring and therefore revered in many countries. Much like giraffes, this next award will recognize an individual who stuck their neck out to make Hinsdale District a better place. As with any awe-inspiring giraffe, the recipient of this award will have demonstrated a willingness to try something new that may or may not be within their comfort zone. But in looking ahead, they know that their efforts will be in the best interest of our students. The recipient of this award will be a risk taker that exhibits a strong desire to care for and protect the youth of our district, while at the same time demonstrating a desire to protect promote student growth, achievement, and a passion for learning. This recipient will always be looking ahead for ways to help our district grow. This giraffe award will be given out 3 times during the school year. And after this award will be nominated by their peers. For this inaugural award, in the absence of a nomination process for this first year, the leadership team took a look at the past year and gathered information on district staff members who truly stuck their neck out for the good of our children and demonstrated a willingness to try new things. The first recipient of this award has exemplified the meaning of sticking their neck out by being willing to make a significant change to their teaching assignment at a very late notice. They willingly moved into a position that is uncharted territory for them, but did so with dignity, an open mind, and by far most importantly, a positive attitude that looked to the future of what was best for their students and their peers. I am very proud to present this first giraffe award to Christina.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson, and congratulations to Ms. Heller. I hope that you have enjoyed our convocation so far. It's been fun keeping it a secret. Rounding out our list of featured speakers is a rising 8th grader who may have or may soon supply you some delicious pudding, or, if you're really lucky, some of the finest compost in the area. Please welcome to the podium, Fulton Jones.
Good morning. I'm so glad you're here today. It's what my kindergarten teacher decided to say every morning. Now that I'm new to this school, I'm greeted every morning by Mr. Marshall, who stands at the door and asks for a high five. He says, "Good morning. I'm glad you're here today." Mr. Marshall always finds a way to check in with my friends and I throughout the day to see how we're doing. There are only 450 students in each school day. That's not a lot when you consider how many classes each we teach and how many students we're all responsible for. As a student, when you're having a great day, those 450 minutes fly by. When you're having a rotten day, those minutes drag. Having a teacher like Mr. Marshall who always seems to find a few minutes for each student to see how they're feeling or what's new in their lives can really turn a bad day around. We're lucky to be part of such a small community with a small school. Our teachers have the opportunity to get to know each student, to connect with them, and really learn what they're capable of. One of the students who made was Miss Bovio. She has always encouraged me to question work, help me get daughters down, and push me out of my comfort zone. She encourages me with my accomplishments and found ways for me to get involved with volunteer landscape projects around the school and the town. Another teacher I've been very fortunate to have is Ms. Ball. Because she would push me to be better in her class, she would always ask me about my cows and farm. I like to teach her interests in our outside lives and not just in our school activities. It makes a special bond because they know they care about you. They don't just look at you as a student, they look at you as an individual. When a teacher takes time to make a connection with us, it makes us feel special. Even sometimes we can get mad because we push us to our limits and beyond. We need that as students. We still like to have a bond with you. We still like to talk every day and not just our school life too. We also like to hear about your own lives too. I'm very lucky to have formed such a special bond with some of my teachers. For example, Ms. Hunter and I have some epic football battles in the morning program. I even managed to win a few games. Ms. Marshall was umpire for most of our middle school baseball games, and he was always giving me advice on how to become a better player. Even Mr. Bovio and I had an ongoing rivalry between our favorite college teams, Streets is the best, of course. But I encourage you to keep our young people as 450 minutes for your students. It really does make a huge difference in their day and helps us feel part of the special school community. For our new teachers, I hope you follow the example set by our wonderful teachers in the Hinsdale School District and take a few minutes each day to get to know the students. It doesn't just have to be during school hours. We love it when teachers come up to our games, cheer us on, watch our performances, assist us with clubs and fundraisers, and get involved with projects for our town. It reminds us how fortunate we are to be part of such a small community and how lucky we are. Let me end by saying, welcome to our new teachers, welcome Dr. Ryan, local lab, Mr. Barnes, Mr. Ponce, and Mr. Logan, and all of our friends and teachers. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you, Colby.
We are very fortunate to have a dedicated school board whose members volunteer a lot of their time to ensure that our school district has everything it needs to run smoothly. Please help me welcome to the podium the chair of the Hinsdale School Board, April Anderson, who will share some opening thoughts with you.
Hi everyone. On behalf of the school board, I would like to welcome back all our new and returning staff. We hope you had a fun, eventful, energizing summer and are ready to get back to work educating students in Hinsdale. We have had a few changes over the summer in the SAU. We have a new interim superintendent for the 23-24 school year, Dr. David Ryan. I believe he will be a great addition to the school year and will help us move towards making the district even better. We also have a new business administrator, Jane Portson. She has only been on the job a couple weeks, but comes with years of experience. We are very excited to have them both here. Let's give them a warm welcome. While we have been able to fill the majority of our open spots in the district, I know we're still looking for a couple, and I want to thank everyone who has stepped up to help fill those gaps. It does not go unnoticed. I am confident this will be a year where we become closer to the community and a team for the betterment of educating the children of Hinsdale. Together we can accomplish anything. You are what makes the Hinsdale School District special. Having been involved in the school since my now 21-year-old daughter was in the first grade, I've seen how dedicated you are to the students at Hinsdale. I see how it goes beyond just teaching, it goes beyond just caring, and it's the connections you make with students, with parents, and with each other that last generations. Some of you have taught parents of the students that you have now. This is what makes Hinsdale special. We are small enough for students to make friends in kindergarten and graduate together knowing everyone in their class. Connections with teachers and staff are made along the way in school that last well past graduation or something. We often refer to our district as a unicorn. It's hard to compare us to anyone else around. You are part of why we are who we are. So I don't need to hope for a good year. I know each and every one of you will contribute to making it a great year. So in advance, thank you.
Before I turn the podium over to Dr. Ryan, I want to first share my thoughts similar to those of our keynote speakers. As most of you know, my name is Brooklyn Patrick, and tomorrow I'll be starting my first day of high school. Thinking about starting my senior year blows my mind. When people say high school flies by, they are kidding. I came to Hinsdale as a freshman, knowing only a few people and having many uncertainties. But that didn't last long due to the amazing staff at Hinsdale High School. that instantly made me feel welcome. I'm honored to be here today, and I'd like to talk about what makes the teachers here at Hinsdale High School so great. First of all, I wouldn't be standing here without the help of all of you. All the teachers and staff here have shown and proved that they genuinely care about the success of the students here at Hinsdale. They welcome us every day with a kind smile, ready to do their best to help us succeed. Being such a small school, it's easy to get to know our teachers personally and be able to connect with them and trust them. I think we are so lucky to be such a small school that we can have these types of connections with our teachers, making everything just a little bit easier. Every day, you guys start with us, and I know that's far from easy. But you continue to show up, and you continue to teach us to your best ability. You continue to see the best in us every single day, even when we don't see it in ourselves. I would like to share a personal thank you to Mr. Sam Taylor, Mr. Leo Marshall, and Ms. Teresa Diorio for being my great support systems throughout my years at Hinsdale High School. All of my teachers have been great support systems when I needed them most, but especially you three. The countless times I have just needed someone to talk to, someone to rant to, or just needed some advice, you have always been there. I always leave your office or classroom feeling much better than when I have arrived. There are so many teachers I could thank for so many different reasons, but we would be here all day. The staff at Hinsdale High School is seriously an amazing group of people, and there's a special place in my heart for all of you. I appreciate you all more than you know, even after all that homework you've given me. But you were right, it does help in the long run and has only made me more organized and great at time management. To each and every one of you, thank you. You go above and beyond for our students every day, and you don't have to. I have so much respect for all of you. Thank you for all you've done for me, and thank you for all you continue to do for me. I'd be lost without you. I'm excited to spend my last year with all of you, and I hope we can make the best of it. Thank you for all you do, not only for me, but for all of us here. I want to thank everyone for their support and generous applause for all of our speakers today. It has been a privilege to host this morning's convocation, and I look forward to our upcoming school year together. My duties for this convocation are now officially complete, and I wish to invite Dr. Ryan to return to the podium to provide closing remarks. Thank you.
Not gonna hold it now. That's the trouble with following kids, is they kill it in years. They're not good at it. They killed it today, didn't they? So I want to say thank you to Brooklyn, Julia, Colton, Kylie, Nestle, Pete, Renee, Wally, and Shiny for giving up their last day of summer vacation to wake up early, dress, comb, wash, and deliver such an important message as we start our year together. I want to thank their parents who committed to helping them write speeches. They all wrote their own speeches, not the Pledge of Allegiance in the end, but the other people. And they sent in a couple of different drafts and we edited. Brooklyn practiced, I think, the script 10 times. Really amazing stuff. I really wanted to thank the parents for committing to helping all of that, encouraging them and building confidence, and then making sure that we were here on time. Door pencils. That's what Syracuse thing. We want to thank you all for your trust today. I mean, just about everybody walked in here this morning not knowing what to expect. And that's on purpose. And with another new superintendent, I guess anything is possible. We had heard some folks thought we might be running an obstacle course, sitting in circles, singing songs together, or some other touchy-feely kind of thing. Love it. The day is young. So we're pretty sure that it was a little bothersome to learn that we're going to be starting our day together here in Town Hall, very different from previous years. I know that parking is limited. I know we had a concealed agenda. I know that we had stairs for you to climb. And we know that closing our schools today, our buildings for 90 minutes, a day before students are arriving, was a real pain. And yet you came, and you showed your support for our most important assets. And that's these four and our other students here in Town Hall. I'm hoping that we can continue building. In learning about Hinsdale and the unlimited potential that I believe it has to be a high-performing school district, it becomes apparent that there are three distinct elements that require our immediate attention together. And those are the three elements. Those are the themes that have emerged through over 40 interviews with people who work for the district, work for the town, live in town, or government. The leadership team spent a good amount of time together this summer learning about trust and how to build strong working relationships with each other. Beginning with our upcoming school board retreat, members will be working on building trust with each other, with you, and with the overall community. Ultimately, we will be sharing our work with you so that you can explore, learn, and practice the four components of sincerity, reliability, authenticity, and care. Kindness is a concept that has gotten a lot of airtime these past few years, given the level of divisiveness in the world. And while it seems like a simple concept to understand and implement, it is really, really hard to embrace. There's a difference between what Houston Craft calls confetti kindness, which is what you see on posters, like just be kind or hug someone today, and deep kindness, which is defined as when we show up in our lives with empathy, compassion, and love, our world changes for the better. See, there's a little touch and feeling. Kindness is an approach that can be learned and can significantly impact our students' lives. A mission on which we have all embarked since we all chose to be in this room today together. Unity is the product of those two elements. It's a sense of togetherness and commitment to what we believe is best for our students. And building unity in the community around the work of the schools is essential to helping us move forward in our mission. Now, as we grow together over the course of this year, these three elements will become part of the mainstream culture. Ongoing approaches to our work with each other and with our students. All of the functions of the school district are still very, very important. Student learning, instructional practice, counseling, those are all still our focus. But how we can do it is the shift. How we do it depends on us, and it's within our control. And when we think about all that has been said about our teachers and our staff members today, about our students, it seems that we have everything in the right place and everyone in the right way. I appreciate all of your energy this morning. And we still have a pretty busy day ahead of us. I think we're running a little bit ahead of schedule. I've come to learn that you are all very, very special people. Thank you for your attention, for your willingness to serve this mission, and for helping prepare our students to lead events like they did this morning at Convocation. I hope you have a great